I think my record must be somewhere in storage because I can't find it. I'll listen to it if you listen to Kanye." Holly laughed. "Ha, quite the negotiator as usual. Maybe later, sweetheart, but we need to go soon. I'm running late, and the store has a shipment coming in this morning." Her son sat down on Holly's expertly made bed, which was hidden behind a pretty silk curtain in the living room. She had given Danny the apartment's only bedroom, so he could have space for his things and privacy. "I don't get it." "Don't get what, honey?" Holly asked, as she perused her closet, looking for the vintage Dior jacket she had salvaged from the bottom of a heap at work. Her employee discount was the only way she could afford beautiful clothes from another era, or, more importantly, keep Danny in shoes and pay rent. "Why do people want to buy other people's old stuff?" Holly sighed. This was a conversation they had had many times before, and, as always, she tried to explain about the appeal of vintage clothes, things that had a real history and had been worn when their previous owners fell in love, when they cried, and all throughout life's great adventures. She truly believed the clothes that passed through the store were each unique in their own way. They had a personality. They had lived. Danny, however, being a young boy, only truly loved the new Nikes on his feet. "Someday you will understand, or, more likely, you will meet a girl who understands." Danny rolled his eyes, a typical response. He was still at the age when girls were considered gross. Holly figured that in a couple of years or so he would be singing a different tune. "Whatever, Mom." "Whatever, you'll see. Many a man comes into our store desperately searching for a handbag or a scarf or a dress that his girlfriend, fiancé, or wife saw and just simply can't live without. Someday that will be you, rummaging through a store like ours in search of a particular handbag." "Not a chance. I'm never going to like a girl who's into handbags." Holly found the jacket that she had been searching for and turned round to face her son, a grin on her face. "Ha! That's sort of like saying you only like fish that don't swim. It's simply not possible." Danny shrugged and conceded a tiny smile. "Well, I guess. As long as she doesn't make me listen to pizza music, it might be okay." "Ha ha," Holly smiled, glancing around the room. "Okay, I think I'm ready." As organized as she tried to be most days, there was no denying that she usually struggled to get out of the door in the morning. "How do I look?" She had on a brown pencil skirt that skimmed her figure and a white blouse with a ruffled cravat that complemented her orange brushed velvet jacket. Slouched brown leather knee-high boots finished off the ensemble. She wasn't very tall and only stood about 5'5" in her stockinged feet, so she felt compelled to wear heels almost all the time. The boots, though lovely, would have been impractical for some, as they sported 4-inch heels. Fortunately, Holly had been wearing heels for so long that she was adept at walking in them, and wore them as if they were a pair of running shoes. She was reasonably slender, though in her mind she was never slender enough. She never really dieted, but tried to stay away from junk food, and, of course, all the walking helped. What didn't help was living so close to some of the Manhattan modeling agencies. Her auburn hair was piled loosely on her head, and her emerald green eyes sparkled, setting off the creaminess of her skin. With a surname like O'Neill, and looking the way she did, people naturally assumed she was of Irish background. But while Holly had been brought up by Irish parents, she wasn't altogether sure if she was Irish by blood, as she'd been adopted by Seamus and Eileen O'Neill when she was just 8 months old. They were practically New Yorkers by then, having immigrated from different parts of Ireland in their youth, and